The activities to promote peaceful coexistence between Teso and Karamojong through the joint rehabilitation of water dams started in early January 2007. Representatives of regional peace organizations, namely Teso Initiative for Peace, Omaniman Community Development Initiative, and Christian International Peace Service, traveled to Lokopo Sub-County headquarters in Western Karamoja. The group was accompanied by a representative of the Civil Peace Building Program of German Development Service.
So it's better they are backed up with another team to go and really begin the actual work of preparation of land to ensure that by the time the rains come, then as they finish the dam work, the rain will now start and then they begin settlements.
Transport was organized for 55 chosen Karamojong Dam workers who were now ready to travel to the project area and to begin the activity. Just one day later, the actual work in the project region at the Teso-Karamoja border could begin. World Food Programme provided crucial tools such as machetes, pots and spades. Parallel to the physical work, regular management meetings of all organizations involved took place. This was necessary to ensure the aligned activities that had to be organized simultaneously. An important task for the workers in the early stage of the project was to find a good place where they could start their new settlements. Some of them had already lived in the area before the year 2000. However, they had to leave this fertile region due to increasing insecurity. The rising numbers of violent cattle raids forced them to move away and to leave large parts of the Teso-Karamoja border region abandoned.
Okay, that's why I told you, let him come. We suggest together.
Right now, at the background here, as you see, is an area where they have chosen at least to settle as their camp for a time being while looking forward into building in the future. So this is an activity that is just beginning, and people are much more willing and committed to begin the work here. And we are grateful to the security, more especially to the UPDF that have just a barracks just at the nearby, which has given a lot of confidence now to the people to come and settle because they are assured of security at all times.
Road construction work in order to ensure ways of transport to the new settlements was one of the most crucial activities in the beginning. Like all other activities carried out, they had to be accompanied by security personnel, like UPDF soldiers, to guarantee the necessary safety measures for the people. However, not only the general security situation, but also natural dangers could pose a threat to the workers in the field.
Beba, beba.
Amunye,
In spite of all the heavy work, there was also some time for entertainment for everybody. Drinking ngagwe together, the traditional beer in the region, created an atmosphere of friendship and solidarity between workers from Teso and Karamoja. The World Food Program provided cornmeal for the people through their Food for Assets plan. Fishing also turned out to be very successful. Since there had been almost no settlers in the region for many years, the waters were full of fish. One of the entertainment highlights was the performance of traditional songs and dances by the joint Teso-Karamoja Peace Drama Group. Regular security meetings with all the security personnel in the region took place throughout the implementation of the activities. In the center of discussion was how every individual member of the community could contribute to stabilize the security situation in the project area. In addition to the security meetings, other regular meetings took place. They provided a productive forum for the discussion and planning of joint activities in the future.
So I would take any opportunity. I was particularly in the project area. Any opportunity in a center, I get 10, 5 people, whichever number, I would get them to know what's going on. Then the other aspect was we had other concurrent programs that were running, peace education, trainings, which we ran now concurrently with the activity. So this helped people now in the process of training, information, the messages was clearly being passed. Then for the people also who quite understood this project quite very well, the community people who got to understand it, we had to have them have radio talk shows where they were in position to massively inform the rest what the project is, who are involved, what is the benefit so far. So that was, I think, the major sensitization and communication channel so far that we used.
In late March 2007, 3 months after the beginning of the work, the rehabilitated water dams could finally be presented to the public. Community leaders, district officials, security personnel, representatives of peace organizations, and all members of parliament from the Teso-Karamoja region were invited. A representative of the water and sanitation sector of DED provided the technical background knowledge. The entire project was implemented in close cooperation between the Civil Peace Service of DED and its water department. Since the rehabilitation work was only possible in the dry season, the dams had not been filled with much water yet.
You have come to revive what was there. And in these dams, I don't know how many Teso have been killed here grazing. And I don't know how many Karamojong have been killed here trying to drink water. The activity is good. The problem in northeastern Uganda is the problem of insecurity. In finding a solution, there are so many approaches. You can use a military approach. It has own effects and its own problems. We have seen in Iraq, we have seen in Somalia, we have also seen in Karamoja. Is that one sustainable to the people of Amuria, Kapelebiong, Katakwi, and Teso? You will answer me.
There are some people who would want to cause animosity between people. But for our benefit, Teso and Karamojong, let us try to find out how to block those people, not to spoil the relationship between Teso and Karamoja. The issue of the border, the talk of the border, really these things should not really spoil a good relationship between Teso and Karamoja. Because just as my brother Ichin has mentioned, we should live as sisters and brothers.
adequate water is available to support the resettlement process, and therefore creating an enabling atmosphere for peace and coexistence between Teso and Karamoja.
It's really deep.
Shortly after the official opening, with the start of the rain season in April, the much longed for water did finally arrive in the area, and the rehabilitated dams started to fill up.
It's really deep.
Shortly after the official opening, with the start of the rain season in April, the much longed for water did finally arrive in the area, and the rehabilitated dams started to fill up. What had originally started as a small-sized settlement for dam workers has slowly turned into a flourishing community.
In the early spring of 2008, the border area villages of OCODI and Peitolim have numbered over 15,000 citizens. The rapidly growing number of settlers is an obvious sign of success as far as the obtained level of peaceful coexistence in the region is concerned. However, it also brings new challenges with it. Getting the most basic resources is often a difficult struggle in the daily lives of the citizens, especially during the dry seasons. Many other facilities, such as health centers, schools and roads, were left destroyed and abandoned for many years, which caused a gap in social service delivery. This posed a problem to settlers since they could not easily access such services. The relatively peaceful and secure atmosphere has created confidence in the people, making it a story of success in the entire region. The joint work has created an enabling environment for communities to coexist. Similar projects have been suggested by other members of many conflict-ridden societies in northeastern Uganda. A lot has been done towards the noble cause to reinstate peace into the Teso-Karamoja region. However, the existing gap is to see the locals of this area forget the past conflict and look towards starting a normal path of life, where they can produce their own food and send their children to school, other than relying on aid provided to them in the camps. TIP is currently in the first phase of its plan to improve the life conditions in areas of Nyakwai and Kapela Byong by lobbying for local government and other development partners to join them in the struggle to improve the livelihoods of the people through provision of other social services like schools, health centers, clean water sources, access roads, among others. All partners involved are still working together constructively to lobby and provide for the necessary basic conditions.
This one is a site. This borehole is put here to enable people to resettle. This is first phase of resettlement along Kaplebiong-Nyakwai Road. This borehole will host the Nyakwai and the Kaplebiong community to resettle to promote coexistence among the two communities, to promote peace.
Well, just as the chairman LF3 Kaplebiong sub-county has put it, this is the first one to gear towards the resettlement of the communities of Teso-Karamoja in this area. This is called actually COBLI. For the partner organization, and particularly from TIP, DED, or OCODI, we have already planned for particular activities. That's to say, prior to the people of settlement here, we are looking at dialoguing to create some kind of confidence building among the communities which are going to settle here. And that's the plan for. So prior activities of dialoguing to create confidence among the parties that are going to settle here. As you can see, the grass is still young, so it holds people back from starting building to settle into this area.
Relative peace is now evident in the Teso-Karamoja border areas. Normal course of work is ongoing. There is reduced trauma among the resettlers. However, this state of livelihoods has attracted many neighboring communities who now admire the lifestyles of the people in the border resettlements. With this, communities have over time pressured TIP to facilitate dialogue between the neighboring border communities so as to reach an agreement on how they could possibly join the resettlement. This, therefore, has sparked off other resettlements along the borderline like Oblin between Kapelebiong and Nyakwai and Arengapua between Obalanga and Morulem. All this was done with TIP's dear support. It's usual that when two or more communities settle in an area, conflicts are bound to arise due to their various differences.
Abute ngone alimone siye muta amorun kada sebe. Yageon mo la palo e ponto sa kipine pota lelebe ne kera dawo. Fedesi. E pota kipine langire ay lelebe ne kere. So ya okwana kedi normal we must plan e ponare pukore rota adokarai. Tete konya boy kusa ne erotere torai. Nare bunda yana kino na paki. E dole bunit e buna lelebe ne kere erona atakire. Irokosi mo serigindo atakire. Ojabre erto dikona yi.
I want to ask them whether they want you people to settle here or not. Yeah. Because I'm also tired.
No, can you sit? You ask.
Yeah, you sit down and we guide the house.
No, you ask them to talk.
So we are tired. The only problem I want to tell you is, since you came here illegally, are they willing to allow you here? That's what I want to ask them. So, Chairman.
TIP therefore continues to periodically facilitate peace monitoring meetings in the border resettlement areas of Apei Tolim, Oblin and Arengapua. These meetings enable the resettlers to discuss and come out with resolutions to peace-threatening issues in their resettlements. With TIP's experience in resettlements, HIV/AIDS has been a major challenge facing resettlers. Alongside peace-building trainings, TIP continues to train the resettlers on matters pertaining HIV transmission, HIV prevention, positive living, and the use of contraceptives and condoms. Furthermore, TIP and its partners continue to accompany the resettlers with the peace-building activities. For example, joint celebrations like the International Peace Days, Anniversary Days, and the involvement of children in joint children play days in a bid to establish long-lasting friendship. TIP has surely put a lot of effort in achieving the good things you can view today, and it stands firm to its vision of a peaceful, harmonious, healthy and prosperous society in northeastern Uganda.
Yo,